You are listening to WAYO LP Rochester, and I'm here today with Mice.advice, and they're going to play live in the studio today for us. And Riczi and Max are here on sound and video, so we can hear. You can watch live at WAYO if you go to wayofm.org and hit the watch button, or you can hit the listen button if you would prefer to listen. And later you will be able to get the archived edition and watch it on our YouTube channel. So we are just going to get right into the music and hear the first song by Mice.advice.
I know I shouldn't talk, I know I shouldn't care, but I can hear them talking, hear them climbing up the stairs. And I would feel much better just to know that you are there. But going out is more than I can bear. I'm either holding back or holding on to something else. When you're gone I'm sleeping or just thinking about myself. And it's easier if you just keep on leaving by yourself. 'Cause no one likes it when I get too loud. It's gotten to the point where I don't think about those things. I don't need to leave the house, don't need the static that it brings. But if I saw you in the crowd, yeah, I'm pretty sure that it would sting. But I'm probably way too tired anyway. And even though I can't seem to take my eyes from off the floor, I look taller in your photos than I ever have before. I'm working on myself, I say, well, looking for a cure. And I'm sure I'll find it waiting by the door. I miss you more when you don't say goodbye. I miss you longer when you leave without a reason. I miss you most, but I'm not complaining. It's the same as waiting for it. I miss you more when you don't say goodbye. I miss you longer when you leave without a reason. I miss you most, but I'm not complaining. It's the same as waiting for it.
Hello, that was great. We just heard Mice.advice performing their song Bean. They are live here in the WAYO studios, and they're going to be here for the next hour, so stay tuned. I'd like them to introduce themselves, and I would introduce myself as well. I am Jenn from Ether Transmissions on Tuesday mornings, and let's start with M.
Hey guys. Hi Jenn. I'm Em. I play drums and play drums. Yeah, you know.
Nice. How about you tell me how long you've been playing music, and what got you into it?
So I guess it starts back to my band kid days, back in high school. I've been playing for a good amount of time. I'd say like 7 years. I feel bad I lost count. But yeah, really like I started out with jazz, playing some jazz, and kind of found myself here. I'm really happy with it. And I played drums the whole time. It's pretty cool. You just learn more and more every year, every day. That grind.
All right. Why don't you guys just go around and answer the same question?
All right, excellent. I'm Liam. I play guitar. I play bass. That's about all I do here.
You sing
They pay me to
sometimes.
look good.
Wear Bill shirts.
I wear Bills shirts because they're playing today. Go Bills to anyone listening. Yeah, I write some of the songs. Elle writes the other parts of the songs. I've been doing music for, I don't even really know. It's not a very defined border is when I started. I started taking it kind of seriously when I went to college, but before then I was always kind of screwing around with writing and sounds. Just, I like experimenting with music and stuff like that. I'm going to pass it over to ...
I'm Ed. I primarily play guitar. I'm obviously on bass right now. I'll be switching over to that later. I've been playing music for the better part of 14 years now. Only started really taking it seriously about 7 years ago when I found playing jazz was like way cooler than rock and metal and stuff like that, which is where I started. Also love indie stuff. That's why we're here.
Cool. My name is Elle. I play synth sometimes, play guitar sometimes, primarily a singer. I've been doing music and singing for as long as I can remember. My dad is also a musician. He's been playing in bands doing music since like the 70s. So I was kind of born into it and was very fortunate that they heard something in me and like gave me opportunities to pursue that.
Excellent. We have a lot of text already, so I will let listeners know that if you would like to be part of the show and ask questions to Mice Advice, you can text the station at 585-203-WAYO. That's 585-203-9296. And we have had several texts. So the first one, let me find it here. Hi, question for Mice Advice. Emily, who is your favorite drummer?
Rats. They're all pretty cool. I guess I've like a handful of drummers I really like. Of course, what's his name? Steve Gadd, Rochester native, Rochester local. He's great. Very inspired by him. Nate Smith. He's also a big inspo. We got, Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, got some good stuff going on. Dave Garibaldi, I don't know, but we also got like Terry Lynn Carrington, so mainly jazzers, but rock drummers are cool too, like Alex Van Halen. And yeah, my dad also plays drums, I forgot to mention that. Go Joe. Go Joe.
Well, since there are so many texts, I think we want to get to this playlist. So I'd like you guys to play another song.
Sure. catch me sleeping. Parades I'm thinking, circadian creeping. At 6 a.m., there was plenty of progress. Get what you don't rest after this TV show. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. How I need to dream and hate to think. I really only have to catch a wing. My eyes glossy and dry. Woke up around 5, do it again in the morning. That just look good on paper, and I want to savor one in the house in the morning. You could not catch me sleeping. Parades I'm thinking, circadian creeping. At 6 a.m., there is plenty of progress to get what you don't rest after this TV show. Listen to me, listen to me. Oh, you listen to me, listen to me. Oh, I need to dream and hate to think. I really only have to catch a
Hey, you guys sound great.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
So happy to be here.
Yeah.
So we've gotten more text. You have a nice fan base here.
Oh, thank you for listening, yo. Much love.
Didn't even know.
Yeah. And if you're listening and don't realize it, you can be watching as well at wayofm.org. There's a button that says watch, and you can see the band while they're playing. And so one person just did a shout out. Yay, Liam. We love hearing you. And another one was, hi, Mice Advice. I'm a big fan. Your lyrics are meaningful and your music is incredible. Lots of dynamics and great fills. Is it hard to write these kinds of amazing songs that are so different than what others put out? Love you guys.
Wow, what a nice message.
Much
Yeah.
love to that person. Thank you.
Well, for every good song you hear, there's 30 bad ones.
That is
you
very
haven't
true.
heard.
That's
There's-
life of an artist, right?
Yeah, you just keep it pushing, keep it writing.
There's I can't tell you how many like unfinished ideas are just in some Google Drive or like Noteflight or FL Studio. A lot of ideas that are just by the wayside. So the good ones do tend to rise to the top.
I also do like to think that the certain songs that get put out there when they do is because that's the stuff that people need to hear at that moment in time. And to hear that people are resonating with the lyrics is like really awesome to hear that we are kind of in a collective with people that are all feeling the same ways that we are.
Definitely feels very good.
It's like if it feels right, it feels right. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
It can't. It's gotta feel real, man. You know, organic stuff.
So I was wondering how you guys got together and how long you've been together.
That's in a way, I think the center point would be Finger Lakes Community College. That seems to be
That is true.
but none of us really went together fully at the same time.
We all went, but we didn't know each other like that when we were there. But actually, Liam and Ed used to be in a band together called the Stone Lows, and that kind of fizzled out, and they knew they wanted to keep playing music together. And I met M at an open jam jazz night at the UUU.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
I
Like
knew
over
I wanted,
4 years
yeah,
ago.
a while ago, and I knew I wanted to play with you. And so when me and Liam, who live together and have been together for a little while, wanted to do a project together as well, we just kind of pulled in all the people that we wanted to be with, that we were in resonance at the time, and started playing in March of this year. And it started to come together very quickly, and we're very grateful for the opportunities that we've had since we've started.
We love all our fans and people that have like supported us. You know, and who also vibe with the music.
At the end of the day, we're just a bunch of homies.
Yeah, it's all the homies, man.
And so it's been less than a year. And do you have any releases?
Yeah, we put out our first EP, I think in June, I believe. It's called Wake Up. It's got 3 tracks on it. Liam wrote the first and the third one, and I wrote the one in the middle. And I think it's really cool how our writing styles are able to blend together in a way like that. And it's had a really positive response so far, and we're very grateful for that.
Yeah, I definitely. It's like one of the things, of pieces of music that we've put out that I'm like the most proud of. I'm like, this feels like really good to put out, and I'm very excited to keep doing that.
I think it's the first thing I'm really proud of too. It's hard to be proud of yourself as a musician. I feel like we're all really hard on ourselves to want to always improve. So when you put out a project that you're like, no, this is something I can be proud of, it's really special.
And so where can people find you online?
Oh yeah, great question. We are on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, all that fun stuff. We're also on Bandcamp. One of the best ways you can support us is by following us and listening to our stuff on Bandcamp. We also have CDs. If you guys are interested, you can hit us up on Instagram or come to one of our shows. We got CDs as well.
Excellent. We have a lot here at the station, so you could maybe contribute.
Yes.
And then maybe get some airplay, right? We do get people submitting music to us, so
That's awesome.
that's a good way to get airplay. So somebody else wrote in a similar question that I had for you, which was the band name. So Mice Advice. And I had the same thought I think that this person's trying to express is it advice for mice or from mice or neither?
I feel like if you are resonating with our music, you're a part of the mice. Like, we're all on the mice wavelength. But also, like, you can get some advice from us, even if you don't fully understand us. Maybe you could resonate with it as well.
I do think it's the mice giving the advice.
You think so?
Let's go on record really early, right here. It's happened. The mice are giving the advice.
All right.
Okay.
Because I feel like I say it a lot to people as like a threat. Like, you should take the advice.
Take the
mice advice.
And then like a mice intervention,
I guess the true answer is we don't know either. It's more of a
Infestation,
vibe. It took us way too long to come up with the band name, so once we finally found something that everybody could agree on, we just ran with it.
All right. And so the second part of their question was, regardless of the answer, what is some advice you would give to someone who wants to start playing music?
Do it.
Just do it.
The hardest part is doing it.
Do it because you want to express your artistic, like just your emotions and put it into another art form. Don't do it to try to get famous because that loses all, in my opinion, just saying.
I agree. That's great
I feel like it
advice.
kind of like loses the authenticity of it when it's more about like, oh, like all the shows and like, oh, let's, go crazy with it. Like, no, it's got to come from the heart, And if you feel that, man, then that's very important.
Just start, and there's
keep that
no
passion,
wrong way to do it.
Being good isn't the purpose
Yeah.
of it,
Yeah.
Doing it is that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to get you playing another song here, but first I want to remind listeners that if you like this kind of programming, please help keep WAYO on the air in 2025. We are doing our annual fundraiser. It's just once a year, and you can go to donate.wayofm.org and donate and find out about the perks you can get. And so what was that last song's title?
6 a.m.
6 a.m. And so what are we going to hear next?
This next one's called Tell Me I'm Wrong. Used to be by the Stone Lows, and now we're taking it over.
Previously mentioned Stone Low. Kind of a cover, half cover.
Half cover. Is it a cover if the person who wrote it's playing it? I don't know.
Hey, everybody. You are listening to WAYO LP Rochester, and this is live at WAYO. We have Mice Advice in the studio. That was Tell Me I'm Wrong. And if you would like to be part of the show, you can text us here at 585-203-WAYO. You can ask questions to the band. I'm sure they would love to hear from you. And if you would like to be on live at WAYO, you can contact us at info@wayofm.org. So, or if you know a band that you think should be on here, please let them know about us. That sounded wonderful. And you said it was a cover of one of the former bandmates' songs?
Oh, yeah. Two of them.
Two. Oh, yeah.
Me and Ed.
All right. And so is that band defunct, or are you in more than one band?
It's defunct. This band kind of evolved from that band.
The Phoenix.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, that's true.
I had all this like creative output that I'm like, this isn't going anywhere. Let's start a new band.
Well, excellent. Do you guys have any plans to play out soon, upcoming, where people could go see you live?
Absolutely. We do have a show at the Bug Jar next Thursday. I believe it's November 7th.
Yes, it is.
Coming up.
With
Yeah.
Tallulah.
It's crazy.
I wish I knew where they were from.
Super
But
stoked.
I actually do know where they're from. They're from New York City area.
Oh, cool.
They went to Purchase.
Oh, sick.
Very excited to meet those guys and play with them.
There's some big jazzers.
Yeah, they're
upcoming
killer.
scene.
Killing.
And do you have anything else upcoming you want to talk about?
Yeah, so we talked about earlier how we did our first EP earlier in the year. We have plans to put out our second EP in February next year. We're going to be going into the studio next month very soon.
yeah.
So definitely keep an eye out for that. We got more tunes coming, and some of the songs that we're playing here today will be on that new EP.
Excellent.
And by some of them, I think I mean all of them.
All but one.
Oh yeah, there's one that we're not playing today. We'll save that.
So you are hearing it here first.
Exclusive.
Shall we get into another song?
Sure.
All right.
This next one's called Jeff, about mine and Liam's lizard named Jeff. Running away and I'll let you, 'cause you got some things to attend to. Only you know what to do. Sometimes I don't see you for days and I wonder what you're up to. What it's like from your point of view. Oh, Jeff, can you hear me? Oh, Jeff, can you see
I love that you wrote a song for your lizard.
Thank you.
What kind of lizard is
He's
Jeffrey?
a crested gecko.
Nice. Does he like the song?
I think he does. I like to think he does. I sing it to him all the time.
Oh, good.
He's probably listening to it right now.
Did you leave the radio on for him?
No, but he knows how to use it.
Oh, all right. I tend to leave the radio on for the cats. So what are some of your influences musically? You can answer individually, obviously.
Well, we all have jazz influence.
Yeah.
We're not doing jazz, but we all have that in us.
Elle and I sometimes do jazz together.
We got a little jazz duo we like to
Yeah.
do sometimes.
They played at Water Street with
It was for the Taste of Jazz for Jazz.
Yeah.
Week. So we all got a little jazz band.
Yeah.
Where'd you do?
I feel like I have like a lot of like 2000s, late 90s kind of. I feel like a lot of like Built to Spill is in there,
Yeah.
Modest Mouse. I feel like the Cardigans sneak in there a lot. The Strokes. That's like what feels like my base level, and then just a bunch of other like jazz and random stuff works its way in.
For sure.
ABBA.
Just kidding.
I like the like Amy Winehouse, Janis Joplin side of things. That actually was what got me to jazz in the first place. I heard that one quote of like, listen to the people who inspire you. And that led me straight to jazz, to the old stuff. Yeah.
But all roads lead back to jazz.
That's what I learned.
Excellent. We had another text in, and it was, "Yay, Mice Advice. You sound fantastic. I especially love that song written by Liam."
Liam is a very gifted
Nice.
songwriter. We're very lucky to have him.
Yeah, go Liam.
We're also very lucky to have songwriters in our band that are very talented.
So, do you all write the music, or how's that go about?
It's actually primarily Liam. I've written like 2 or 3 of the songs, but he is really a writer at heart. I feel like I like to call him a composer sometimes.
I think I'm more of a noodler, and then the record button happens to be around a lot, and that's how most of it.
He's being
ends up.
modest.
Loop pedals a lot. I think I'm messing around with loops more than anything else. Just, I'm sure I annoy the neighbors a lot. I'm sure I annoy Elle a lot.
Not once.
A lot of.
All right, so let's hear this next tune. What are you going to play for us?
It's called Marv, which I think you named it after the Home Alone guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am losing details day by day. They escape me. I lose shape. I am running my ideas out the door. Cast them off until I reach my basis form. sad. All my answers are times I've had. Now that nothing's going bad, hiding in the places where my memory's bad, I feel safer. Sometimes I don't feel a thing. Hiding from the sound I heard before my ears were ever told. There's a blank space in the power that I'm told I hold. Waiting for my turn to have to need to be somebody. Can you hear the music we make? Goes away, so can you stay with me, oh baby? Things are gonna change enough for both of us. I don't wanna be left home alone now. Maybe people go before people try to leave, and there's a shadow standing over me, and I am gonna scream. So stay with me, oh baby. Things are gonna change enough for both of us. I don't wanna be left home alone now. Things just stay the same, only harder every day. The words I say just lose their shape when something calls on us to look away.
Good afternoon. That is Mice Advice live here in the studio live at WAYO. The song was Marv. It was marvelous.
I like that. That's
And so I'd like to remind everybody that they're listening to WAYO 104.3 FM and wayofm.org. And we are in the midst of our 2025 fundraising campaign. This is 100% volunteer-run radio. Community radio, we have amazing eclectic programming for and by all types of people in our community. And this goes on every Sunday from 2 to 3 o'clock. It's a fabulous way for artists to get their music out there to more people. And so if you know anyone, please tell them about wayofm.org. And go to donate.wayofm.org to make a donation, and any little bit helps. We appreciate it, and we need you. And let's see. Well, I'm a big fan of fall. I don't know about you guys. Yeah. And Halloween, which is only days away. So one of my sillier questions is, do you have any, let's see, either advice of like Halloween costume suggestions, or perhaps a memory of some Halloween that you really liked and want to share with us?
I am unfortunately working on Halloween and all the other parties, but my homie and I were going to be Jay and Silent Bob for Halloween. With like the right?
It's a good one.
And I also found like the 2000s long sleeve and then like short sleeve black shirt layered. It's crazy. Oh, yeah. But and I'll just wear it for fun.
I wore a lampshade with a smiley face on it, so I'm not the guy to ask.
I'm also not the guy to ask. I'm not quite the guy that wears the sports jersey and says,
as he's
I'm
wearing
Matt
his
Milano. But I think I'm a step above that, which is, I don't know. I'm going to wing it at the last second. I'm going to go to Spirit Halloween and buy something I should not for way too much money and never use again.
I feel like there's not enough dinosaurs out there.
So yeah, maybe that's my advice: is don't buy a costume at Spirit Halloween. Go and make a costume with other stuff, like thrift things, and be creative. Don't just spend $70 on a piece of plastic. Like, get creative.
If you purchase it in the beginning of the month, you can return it on the 18th.
Or
and
do
then
that.
You can do the or you can do exchanges. They say it, but it's too late for that.
See, these are pro tips for Halloween here.
They also have lots of mice. If you want to, they have lots of mice.
Fake mice?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, maybe that's the advice: is dress up as a mouse for Halloween,
my
and we'll
gosh.
give you free merch.
I'll give you free merch. Oh, yeah, let's do that.
All right, let's hear another tune. We are running out of time. We know we still have about 20 minutes. So what's up next?
Oh, we're actually getting to the EP portion of the set list. So this first song's called Exit 15. It's the first track of our EP called Wake Up.
That sounded great. That was Mice Advice with Exit 15 from their EP that came out this summer. And they are here on live at WAYO. And let's see, another question for you. How about the Desert Island question? If you could only have one album on this desert island, what would it be? And assuming you have a record player to play it on.
One album.
Dang.
I've got this condition where whenever I'm asked this question, I forget every song I've ever heard.
Oh.
I have 3.
You can put 3.
Yeah,
3 would be great.
Okay. Just kidding.
I think I'm going to go with You'll Never Know Why by Sweet Trip. I feel like I listen to that album once a month.
Ooh. I think I'm going to go The Party by Andy Schaaf. That is a perfect album. It's a concept album, too, from start to finish. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with.
Okay, it'd probably be Apostrophe. Frank Zappa's Apostrophe. That one's pretty solid. As far as like island chillin', probably probably a Doobie Brothers album.
Set the vibe.
But like as far as albums I've been listening to, probably it's TLC's Crazy Sexy Cool.
Oh, great choice.
They've been great.
Great choice.
Yeah, I wish I had. If I had 17 albums, that would be a little bit easier. Change one for every hour you're on the island. But Ed, what you got?
So, Liam
What's that?
Oh no, I still have
or Ed,
to.
yeah.
You got this, Ed.
What is it? Is it Birds of Fire by Mahavishnu Orchestra? I think that's the record name. That would probably be mine.
Sweet.
Lot to study with that.
I feel like I'm learning a lot about you guys today in this interview.
Oh, ABBA too.
ABBA. I just heard ABBA again.
Voulez-vous.
I like how you went with this. Well, what would be a good island vibe?
Well, if you're gonna be stuck on an island,
Yeah.
I mean, you're also stuck on an island, so it could be good or bad.
Right. Let's hear some more from this EP.
Yeah, let's get into the second track. This one's called Couch.
That was Couch by Mice.advice, who are live in the studio with us today. And actually, I am going to ask you guys to go right into that third song.
Cool.
So we can fit all these songs in.
Absolutely. This one's called Good Morning.
I could never do no
was great. And also, I'm not alone in thinking that. We had another text saying, "You sound great, you drippy young adults."
Thank you.
I know that. That sounds like my little brother.
Shout out Kellen.
Shout out Kellen.
And that was Good Morning off of the EP by mice.advice. That was live here at WAYO. And we are closing out the show here. I want to thank you guys for playing here at WAYO.
Yeah, thank you so much for having
Thank
us.
Yeah,
you for
thank
having
you.
us.
Support WAYO.
Yeah.
Support WAYO on their fundraiser
Yeah.
campaign.
Donate.wayofm.org. That's how you can help us. Go there, donate. And don't touch that dial because up next is Kyle Brown with Up on the Roof. And so what's the next song you want to close with, or the last song?
Our closer is our newest song that we just worked on called In Betweens.
Used to be called Subway. Temporarily.
In the middle of the room, I stand alone and wait for something. Looking in on everyone. Is there room for me in the in-betweens? Am I supposed to know what it is that I am supposed to show them? Is it who I am that makes them look